So when you're creating two paintings today, make sure your name's on the back because they're all going to look the same. And tomorrow when you get your painting off the drying rack, you want to be able to tell which one is yours that you painted. The first thing you probably want to do is take one of the paintings and put it under the placemat because you only are going to paint one at a time. You're going to create a painting using warm colors first. Now this palette is a little bit messed up because I had to add an extra color that I got later after I poured all these, but you should have one side that has all warm colors. Warm colors is yellow, orange, pink, or a tint of red and red. Your second painting is going to be your cool colors. And this one could go with warm, I think. It's kind of like a golden shade of yellow. Save your cool colors for last because your brush water will be really dirty, and you always use your lighter colors first and your darkest colors last. Start off with the lightest color, which is yellow, and you're just going to go right into there and you're painting the entire paper. While you're doing that, you're going to clean your brush mostly on the paper. See how I'm cleaning my brush? When you clean your brush, you're not squishing it down so that it's spreading out like that because that's not good for the bristles, but you're kind of just wiping it like this. And my brush is mostly dry, meaning I don't have to wash it in a water cup, and I can go straight to another color and just kind of start mixing on top. This whole painting is going to be warm colors, but I don't want it to be all one color. So that means when I paint, I need to leave some sections just one color and not just paint over everything. So I'm just gonna do some more orange over here. While you're painting and after you get the whole thing covered, so I'm gonna clean my brush before I go into a new color. I'm gonna go into this, it has a little white in there. If you wanna add some white in your painting, that's a great idea, especially with the cool colors because those are too dark. So I am actually going to clean my brush really well, or I can use my water. We have water today. I just add a little white and mix that in every so often, and that's a good color to add too. So you are literally covering the whole paper. Doesn't look like anything special. Now once the whole thing is covered, then you're gonna start printing. You're gonna get a tray full of material. So let's just pretend this whole thing is covered. And you can play around with how these things look. My favorite is the bubble wrap. Do not pop the bubble wrap because I need these to use for other classes. And if you pop them, then I can't use them. And then I have to search and try to find more. You're going to just paint a section of your bubble wrap and you can mix colors on there. I think I'm gonna clean my brush and get a little yellow in there because that's cool. All right, and then you just stamp and pick an area that's gonna make it show up. So I'm gonna do right here on this light pink area. And that makes some really cool textures, which will be great for cactus and things like that. So there's the bubble wrap. Another option is if your paintbrush or your painting is dry in one area, you can paint over it, right here. So it's dry underneath, wet on top, and then you can scratch with a fork and create all kinds of textures. You can see how that looks. And it's showing the dry color underneath and the wet color on top. And you can do whatever kind of textures. You can do swirls, zigzags, anything you want. This thing, I don't know what it is. I found it and it's cool. And it kind of prints like the bubble wrap, but it makes dots. One side is flat, it will do nothing. So just pick a side that's more like rounded and you just paint it like the bubble wrap. And you notice how I'm not washing my brush for a reason, not only because I'm lazy, but because it creates other colors. So I'm not just losing all of these fun colors, they're kind of mixing together. And so there it makes like dots, and that looks really cool too. So corrugated cardboard has a side that does not work, the side that's just lines, kind of boring, or the side that has wiggly marks, it's just kind of like a wiggly worm line. That's the side you want because it's not boring. And you just paint it and stamp with it. And this will make a nice texture that will be great for making a cactus. Now obviously the warm colors are not going to be your actual cacti plant. It will be maybe flowers or the flower pot or anything like that, but you can imagine how it will look, especially with your green paper. When you're ready for your cool color paper, you do need to clean your brush and get rid of all of the warm colors. You are going to use mostly green because it is a cactus. However, this is one time that you're going to break a little rule and add one warm color, and that is yellow. So I'm going to do a little bit of dark green. I'll show you what yellow does. Yellow is a great color. You know this because you've been using it in painting, but yellow makes green look lime. So that's how you're going to get these fun like lime colors. So you can use one warm color with your cool color paper because that's going to add to your cactus look. Now a lot of cacti plants, they do have some purple in there. So yes, you're going to add all the cool colors. You can't just do green, and that's going to get some fun colors in there. Blue, I've seen a lot of blue cacti. So you got to add all the colors that you see. All right, just really fast, same idea. You're going to do some stamping, some scratching, some printing, just like I showed you with the cool colors, but move fast, like I said, so that the whole thing is covered so you have no white paper. And so now I'm going to go back to my tray and add more textures.